All right, it is finally Friday here in the great state of Alabama. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, which might be good for some of my students to decide that they want to sleep in my class and then demand for me to teach them the lesson right afterwards. We are doing a review of all of our stuff that we did this week. And for those that need it, these are functions, characteristics of functions, domain range, things of that nature. All right. So remember, the X values don't repeat. Okay. Now, I'm under the firm belief that the more and more I say it and the more you write it down, it might actually kind of be tattooed in your brain somewhere. Okay. They don't let me open up your craniums anymore and actually touch that gray matter. For some odd reason, they said it breaks the rules. Okay. But that's the only way I know how to get it in there. All right. So if we look here, none of these repeat. So both of these are actually going to be functions. Okay. Now, the other way we have is it passes the vertical line test. Okay. So vertical line test says that every time we draw a vertical line, it only touches the graph once. Well, it touches once there. It touches twice there. Since it touches twice, this is a no. You could mark it out, okay, whatever. I'm just not going to circle it because the directions say circle all that apply. I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. Just like some of y'all left this page alone and left it blank until now, and probably is still blank by the time that we leave class. All right. Same thing. I'm going to start here. Well, this touches once and this touches twice. It fails. Touches once, touches once, touches once. This is a function. Okay. Touches once, touches once, once, once. It's a function. Okay. So I wanted to give y'all lots of practice on some things. Believe it or not, we're still not done with this unit. That's why your test is not till Friday. But I'm trying to review more and more and more. Okay. But I know some people are like, yeah, I didn't learn this. Well, that's on you, dude. Okay. That's on you. All right. Any questions about number one? They tell us when we go to these professional development meetings that we're supposed to wait 3 to 5 seconds for after a question for an answer, and I'm like, have you what? If I wait only 3 to 5 seconds, some of y'all still don't even know what's going on. See, some of y'all are still talking. All right, so domain. Domain is the X values. Okay, X values. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So all we have to do is write them right here. We don't have to do the braces. If you did the braces, that's okay. I'm not going to count off. All right. So I hope this question on the test. I don't know why I'm yawning. I just finished my coffee. Should actually be a kind of a good like booster for you. You know, a very easy write up on your orange sheet. Okay. All right. Any questions about number two? Other than people are wondering why I didn't do it in brown. All right. Number three. All right, number 3. This is a calculator problem. Both of these. What we are going to do each time is plug in each one of these numbers into the calculator. Now, again, there's a reason why I write stuff like that, because that's how we plug it into the calculator. It's almost like I'm giving you the cheat codes. Though I kind of wish some of y'all would have cheated on the last test. Anyways, so so -11. Now, this is something I kind of do because, as you can imagine, I get easily distracted and confused. Okay? I'm going to mark this one out so I don't do it again. All right? How many of y'all could totally see me accidentally doing that number again? Thank you for being honest. I see myself doing it too. I've probably done it on the test. Okay? So, all the way through. Okay, well, plugging in 0, that one should be fun because that goes away. -7. All right. So that's how we would do the first one of number 3. All right. Same process. Now, as y'all are doing this, did anybody kind of notice that you do stuff like on number 3 at like multiple different times on the test? Yeah. Some of y'all like, "Ooh," or not the test, on this handout. Yeah, which will carry over to doing it multiple times on the test. Okay, so see, 0 should be 1. This is okay. Y'all, hang on. We got too many like side things going on that even I'm getting distracted. Like, cause I'm trying to listen to y'all, like those 4 conversations that's going on right now, and my head's about to explode, which will probably make a big mess because I have a fairly large cranium. Okay, so it's all right. I had to get new sunglasses this week because my other ones broke. You know why? Because I put them on top of my big fat head, and then I put them on, and then they broke because right here in the middle, because my big fat head stretched them. Laugh. You should laugh because that's funny, but that happens all the time. And I wear sunglasses a lot because I'm light sensitive. Kinda. All right. Any questions on number 3? Yes, no, maybe, kind of, sort of. Eat, poop, and die, Mr. J, something like that. All right. Wow. Number 4 is very similar, except this time we're actually going to plot the points that we have. And this is very important to why we have uh, parentheses for the x, because it matters. Now, that's the points that you should get. That's me. Yes, you may. Oh man, I didn't say my normal thing. All right. So 0, 0, 1, -2, and then -8 here and here. All right. Now, this is a quadratic. I know you didn't have to do that, but I did see a lot of people naming that just as extra practice because you do have a section that you have to name this later. Okay. I know a lot of people are like, man, I hated practice too when I was y'all's age. Okay. I did. And it made more sense when I got older. All right. Uh, like boxers. All right. If there's 15 rounds, there's 3-minute rounds. Okay. So that's 45 minutes. They train, I think they said it was like they train for 45 million minutes for each fight, even though the fight might not last that long because they want to be over prepared when they get there. Okay. So that's kind of the same process I'm trying to do with y'all. I want y'all to be over prepared when y'all get that little paper that says test. Okay. Now some of y'all are like, that's why my coach makes us run all the time. How many of y'all ever seen Coach Carter? I've ever seen Coach Carter with Denzel Washington. No, that's not Denzel Washington. Samuel L. Jackson. Oh my gosh, awesome movie. Y'all need to watch it. We might play it in my room during refuel just so some of y'all can watch it. All right. So we're plugging this stuff in. We do this part first, and then we take the absolute value. Absolute value makes everything positive. Okay. Okay. So this is what it looks like, and this is an absolute value. Okay. That was not me. That was the workers upstairs trying to get air conditioning to Miss Payne's room next door, and that was a impact wrench. That was not me making underleg noises. If it was, the people in the first 3 rows would be unconscious right now because I have old man underleg stink. Huh? Yeah, they're in the attic. Yeah. All right. Are we good with this one right here? Anybody have any questions? Now, again, you have 2 on this review. You probably are going to have 1 on the test. Okay. And I haven't decided if, well, I have decided I was going to put like this question and the next question together, but make that could make you plot too many points, and I don't like that very much. Okay, so this was supposed to have an A and a B to it, and somehow they got like deleted. All right, so uh, I'm just getting all up in the way, ain't I? All right, my x-intercepts. Well, they happen here. They happen here. Okay. How many of y'all wrote those as a coordinate point? All right. Your y-intercept. Your maximum. Okay. Remember two ways to write this. What was your minimum? Yes, negative infinity, because it has arrows on it. What is another, what is something else I will accept besides negative infinity? If you actually write negative forever, I will actually accept that, or positive forever. And this is why. Because when I taught it, I kept saying, because it goes on forever, forever. Like that episode from SpongeBob where him and Squidward are striking at the Krusty Krab. Okay. Because he tells Squidward that they're going to be on strike forever. And then Squidward's like, I don't like this. All right. So from 0 to 1 on the X. So here's that. If I draw on that line, it's going up. What is that doing? Is that an increase or decrease? Increase. Okay, you can write increase, increasing, whatever. Okay. All right, y'all's favorite thing to do, the one thing that's super easy, right? The function notation. That's being sarcastic because I know this is the function notation graphically is the one that really, once people understand it, they get it, but for usually takes a while for the understanding. Okay, f of -3. So I go to where x is -3. All right, where's the graph? Above or below? Below. So I go down to it. What is that y value? -1. Thank you. Whew. If I had a wait time for that, I'd hold my breath. I'd be passed out. All right. F of 0. So what is the y value of the graph? Okay. So 0 looks like, oh, yep, 2. When x is 2. Well, 2 is right here. It looks like I had to go up. That y value is also 2. And because I made a mistake and I didn't put all the negatives, then positives, and Jimmy Jam and this, that, and the other. All right, -4. Well, I go over the -4 and I got to go down. Well, this is -2. All right. Now, I do understand that this takes a while for some people to grasp because they're forgetting that you're finding the y value of that graph at that x point. I get that. This is normally the number one question that I answer on this test is how do you get to those points? Okay. So if you know this gives you issues, you may want to come up with your own little saying. Okay. Because what I might be saying might not be helping you. All right. Because I don't know another way to say it. Because I'm locked in my brain. Like it makes total sense to me this way. I don't, but if you need to say it another way, please write that down. I don't think it would happen, but as they are working in the attic, it would be kind of if somebody were to fall through the ceiling. Boy, that would be a story today. So, how was your day at school? Somebody fell through the attic on top of me. All right. So, all right. On 6, what is A? What type of function is that? Cubic. What about B? Linear. And C? Quadratic. Okay. Any questions on 6? Yes. Okay, that's not a question on 6, but yes, you may use the restroom. Okay, see, like this is when I'm around other people and I tell them things that happen in my day, they really don't believe me. Okay? Like they don't believe me when I said that like a kid wasted a whole roll of tape. They don't believe that. Also, they didn't believe me one time that I had to stop a ninth grader from licking their own hair off their head in class one time. Yeah, it was a great day to be me. My favorite is when people have their phone in their hand and they ask what time it is. Okay, now this is actually how voice crack. I wish my voice would just pick an octave and stay there. All right, this is how it's going to be on the test. You're going to have one graph. You're going to have three choices. You pick one choice. Okay, so like we did yesterday, let's write our y values. 1, this is 3, and this is -2. Which one of these has these three numbers? All right, so remember, we're all looking in this column. Which one of those has that in that column, A, B, or C? C. It has those three y values. And see, everybody thought that this was going to be one of the hardest parts, but everybody's like, oh, wow. Yeah, I could make it super hard, but I mean, no, I mean, believe it or not, for those, there's actually a discipline of engineering that's made to make things easier and faster. It's called industrial systems. Kind of majored in it for about a semester, and I realized I didn't want to be an engineer. After staying up at UAH to 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning working on projects I didn't like. Yeah. All right. So now again, this had lots of different ones to choose from, correct? Okay, sorry to interrupt y'all's conversation, guys, but still teaching. So we had three different ones. Okay, this one right here, it's just a straight up this one. We don't have to choose either one. Okay, so and you won't have like three to choose from. It would actually, uh, it's actually going to be like mainly either this or this for the test. So -3. Oh, -3, fat finger, hit the wrong button. All right. So I get 13. All right. So G of -5. So I look up here at G. Is -5 less than 4 or greater than or equal to 4? Less than 4. So I'm going to plug it into this one. Okay. So it's going to look like this. That is very grossly written. All right. So 40. Okay. H of 10. So we go over here to H. Is 10 less than -2 or greater than or equal to -2? Greater than or equal to. Yeah. So I'm going to use that one. I'm having to underline this because I don't have room to write that because it's, you know, well, maybe I do. So this should be 300. Wow. That just came out of nowhere. Okay. G of 4. Is 4 less than 4 or greater than or equal to 4? Mm-hmm. So we get 1. All right. G of 8 is 8. So 8 is also greater than or equal to 4. And then what color have I not used? I've used red, purple, pink, brown. Okay. So -4, it's this one. It's less than. Okay. So 1/2 x minus 7. Okay. -4. So now you could actually plug this into the calculator as 0.5 if you wanted to. How many y'all did that? How many y'all plugged it as 0.5? Okay, nobody. Awesome. Okay, you can. You'll get the same answer. Or, use the N over D button. That means numerator over denominator. Get the same answer. All right. So that is a review of everything we've done this week. Okay. My goal is by next Thursday to kind of make this boring because it's not a challenge anymore because you've got it. Okay. Not boring because you hate math, boring because I know this. Can we move on? Move on. Okay. All right. For those watching around the world and some of the parents that's trying to pick up on some of the jokes, I appreciate it. You could leave a nice comment. Also, if you email me, I will tell you if your student's the one sleeping and eating my tape. All right. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.